Oh man, goodness sakes, howdy folks, howdy. Sean Brock here with you once again. Subscribe if you would please, I would sure appreciate it. Hey, please subscribe. Okay, so here we got a real treat for me, and I hope a real treat for you too. This is for Studio One Vintage Guitars, located in New Zealand. Our friend Garrick over there, we've had several vintage pieces and several modern pieces that Garrick has owned. And this guitar is not currently in New Zealand. Obviously, we're right here in Middlesbrough. Yes, sir, down in Middlesbrough. But they shipped this up to have me make a video of it. And this is an Altman D2, AD2, Darren Altman down in Georgia. We've had several of their guitars on through the years. And one thing that makes this special is I owned this guitar. This is a Cocobolo and Adirondack spruce guitar, serial number 13113. So this is guitar number 131 from the Altman gang. Completed in 2013, and I owned this 2020 until June of 2021, I want to say, or June, July, August. And this is a special instrument, and I would love to see this go to a good home. So if you would see the description box, and if you're interested in the ownership of this instrument, you will not be disappointed. Contact Garrick over at Studio One, or maybe Nick. Nick, if you're lucky, Nick might answer the phone, talk a little bit to you. But we'll put their info in the description box, and let's take a listen to this Altman AD2, serial number 131. Beautiful sounding guitar. Got the sustain. Got the sustain. I'm cutting the overtones off because we don't have all day. Oh yeah. Nice separation though. Even though you've got a really good sustain, you've got a really good separation, like in this chord. And when the Altmans make a guitar, one of the things that, you know, Bob and I go back a good ways, and even with sustain, you know, you can hear just just open strings. You can hear every single note in that, and that's really a neat feature. Check out the bass. Are you with me? I hope you don't have your subwoofer on. That's pretty. Good. Grab the capo here, if I can find it. I lost it. And we will check it out in A. This is no new experience for me. You know, I owned the thing. You know, I owned it, recorded some with it, played it a bunch. Bert liked it. Bert the Bull, he liked this guitar. And it will do it. It will do it. And the farther down you go, the harder this guitar will push. It's very, very good anywhere you want to go on the neck. Key of A. Punched it. It hit me so hard, I almost hiccuped out loud. I get lost playing this thing, or just remembering it. We'll move it on up to B flat, and as is expected. Patriot, you can have Bojangles in your head again. Mr. Bojangles. Moving on up to the key of B here for us. All the same old repertoire that I'm tired of. I'm real tired of this. Been doing this for years. I'm tired of it. But we got to be able to compare guitars. So that makes it fun. Pretty, man. Pretty, pretty. Like I say, I know where we're going. I've been on this road before. You know what Barney Fife says, during our lifetime we travel many roads and all that. You know. I've been on this road before. 5th fret. Let's check out the colors. Got some color in there, don't we? We does. We does, we did. We came, we saw. Okay, so I'll probably miss something on this. I used to have this spec sheet memorized, but I'm a couple years older now. My memory's bad. But here's what I know and what I remember. This is just a jam up guitar, man, and I ain't kidding you. And you say, well, you like it. Why'd you get rid of it? Well, we were actually in the process of, Bob was going to build me a rosewood guitar. I had a rosewood, I had this Cocobolo, and I had a mahogany, beautiful waterfall mahogany, wonderful guitar. And he was going to build me a rosewood guitar. And I thought, well, I don't know if do I need 3 of them? And he said, well, I don't know. So, you can sell the Cocobolo if you want. But so I did, and it went to Australia, then went to New Zealand. I was in Texas, living in Lytle, Texas. And here it went to Australia and then New Zealand. I moved to Kentucky, and now here it is, right here in Middlesboro. But here's what I remember on the guitar. Sorry, I get sidetracked on these. This is Adirondack red spruce top, very stiff stuff. Bob and Darren go for, and Mickey Altman, Mickey kind of comes and goes on the labels because making guitars wasn't Mickey's full-time job all the time. He does a lot of different things. Very talented guy. So when you look on the labels, a lot of times you'll see Bob or Carl Altman, which is Bob. You'll see Darren Altman, and you might see Mickey Altman in there as well. And I do believe this one has all 3 of the guys on it. And this is very lightweight, stiff. That's what Bob always went for, the lightest and stiffest in red spruce. And he also aged his stuff. By aged, I don't mean baked. Although I know he did some baked torrefied tops over the years, or torrefied bracing. But this is non-torrefied. But he would buy a lot when he ran into tops he really liked. He would buy a lot of them, and he would lay them up, let them air dry, and it's nothing to get a hold of an Altman where Bob had the top laying up for 10 years or more. So this is very, very good Adirondack spruce. This is very nice Cocobolo on the back and sides. Leans a little more in the brown category. But very nice set. They're very particular about the woods they use. I've never seen or heard of a Altman that used inferior woods or kind of second class, second grade woods. Nothing like that. Mahogany neck. Ebony fingerboard. Of course, you got your 28 style. Forward shifted scallop X, ebony bridge slotted, and these are not the original pins. It's interesting. This looks like the saddle that I had in it, which was an ivory saddle, but these are not the pins. The pins that I had were original to what Altman uses, which was bone with a Paduke inlay on them. These, I'm going to take a wild guess and say these might be buffalo horn, but I'm not 110% sure. But they fit nice. They fit very well. Ebony bridge, ebony fingerboard. I said that. Slotted bridge. Bone nut. Waverly. These are the Waverly Relic Nickel. Very nice tuners. To me, this era of Waverly tuners are better than the new ones that I've got, to be honest with you. Guitar is in good condition. I mean, no cracks. There was one little spot. I don't want to do that with my middle finger. You might take it wrong. Right there at the shoulder where my poodle dug her nail in on it one day. But since then, I see there's been a couple more marks put in it. But overall, very good condition. This is a varnish finish also that, they moved to lacquer sometime later. And this is one of the varnish guitars. And very nice carved volute on here. Very, very nice work. Really, really nice. And one thing I'll say on this neck, to describe it to you, mahogany neck, is the person who bought it from me had it cut down in thickness. This was a wonderful 37 style neck, if you like 37 style necks. It has had some mass removed, But this is not, it's not got down to a small neck. This is bigger than your low ovals, your modern low ovals, things like that. This is a little beefier than, just a little beefier than a Collings Modified V. The action, there's a lot of saddle in here. I would probably bring it down a few thousandths for me, to be honest with you. It's not playing hard at all, but it's it is a little high down the neck. And I would probably bring it down a couple of thousandths just for me. I'm getting old. I told you this already. And yeah, I'm certain that's the original saddle. But you know, you can do that. This is guitar. It's got medium. I put excess on it. I don't know what was on it. They were dead when I got it out of the case. But this has got excess phosphor bronze mediums on it. And the guitar does have a truss rod. Is that 9/64, Bob? The adjustment on that. Where you at, Bob? I don't. I think that's what it is. I think it was a LMI truss rod, 9/64. Frets are excellent condition. I don't know when. Oh, and when the neck was done, they did a wonderful job. Whoever did the work of taking taking some meat off the neck, they did a wonderful job. They satin finished the back of it, and this is satin lacquer, but it feels really good. It appears as though they did the back of the neck, and they did the back of the headstock, they did the sides of the headstock, and I don't think they did the face of the headstock, as best as I can tell. And whoever did it did a very, very good job. I'll say that for whatever luthier had to handle that task. They did a wonderful job, and the neck feels really good as far as the taper of the thickness. It still feels really, really nice, and feels good in the hand. And I'm not sure. I'm guessing they probably maybe just did a fret level on it at that point. I know when I sold it, the frets just showed barely a little bit of wear on the B and E string, and there's none here now. And these are real good height. So I'm guessing that they probably honed the frets a little bit when they did this neck work. And that's what I know. This is a wonderful instrument. I've talked entirely too long, and I don't care, because somebody who's interested in the instrument, this is part of what they want to hear. And I'm telling you that this is something that will be very satisfying for you, in my opinion. It was certainly so for me. I owned 2 Cocobolo Altmans. I owned a number 129 that I bought from Eddie's in St. Louis, and ended up selling it to a friend in Germany. And literally, the guitar had not made it out of the country. It was still in Chicago, and I regretted my decision so bad that I was able to get this one, number 131, before 129 got out of the country. And this is a wonderful, wonderful instrument. Nice Cocobolo, nice Adirondack. And I think the sound has spoken for itself. And please subscribe if you're interested in this guitar. See the description box and contact Garrick and Nick over there at the Studio One. And tell them Gomer says hey, Sean says hey. And you pick up a real nice guitar. And y'all take care.